All right, here we go. So if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, make sure to do that. At I am CDome on Twitter. You'd already have known about all these new PUBG tips, tricks, and updates because I post usually on Twitter all the news things first, and then I make a video about it later. So if you want to keep up latest to greatest, follow us on Twitter, all right? So PUBG just tweeted this out today, January 7th. Light up the battlegrounds with the new colored smoke grenade collection available in the Hideout starting from update 27.2. That update drops this Wednesday, January 10th for PC, January 17th for console. So this is a new collection of colored smoke grenades. Presumably, it's only going to be for the handheld throwable grenades, not the M79 smoke launcher. So let's see what we got. I don't know if that's DMCA music. We're going to turn it off. But so there's a teal smoke grenade. We've got a pinkish orange smoke grenade, and then a dark blue smoke grenade, which a lot of you may remember that the dark blue smoke grenade is actually already available in the smoke launcher, but obviously this is a different smoke grenade. So you could still have the dark blue smoke launcher and a dark blue regular smoke, or you could have two different colors. And what's really cool, what PUBG did, is if you actually have different color smokes, like if your teammate has a different color smoke, or if you have a different color smoke launcher and a regular smoke grenade, the colors actually blend in RGB. So if you have like whatever blue and green, it'll be yellow. It's really cool. So that's kind of neat. PUBG did that. So that's coming again. This update. So a lot of you have been asking when's color smokes. That's this Wednesday. It will be in the progressive crate. It will be in the Contraband, Hideout, Creator Code, CDome, Scammatics, Progressive Crate. You will have to spend a lot of money to likely never get it. I always recommend use your free Contraband coupons. Don't spend any money. If you are going to spend money and be a dum-dum, I just hope that you use Creator Code CDome to support your boy. Now, in addition to that, last 2 days ago, right? It was only a day ago. PUBG tweeted out this little teaser trailer, which showed off for the first time the EMP Zone, the new environment zone taking over Rondo. It's going to be like Rondo's red zone. Take a look. I never even seen these before. Those rails or escalators on the bridge. Never seen that before. When all halts, trust your skills. New environment EMP Zone coming to Rondo update 27.2. All right, so that again is coming to Rondo exclusively for update 27.2. The initial feedback on Twitter was not positive. Let me know if you feel differently. The initial feedback was not positive. I think the zone looks cool. Visually, it's a very cool looking zone. However, a lot of people were complaining that it's going to be another gimmick, another RNG random thing that you want to avoid, and it's not player controlled. I'm a little torn on it because, on one hand, I agree. On one hand, I agree that judging by PUBG's previous environment zones, the red zone, the snowstorm, the blizzard, the error zone on Tago, the error zone, the one that can spawn random weapons, and even Karakin's black zone. For the most part, not that good. The only exception I would give is Karakin's black zone, because that is the one that has those big missiles that shoot down from the sky, and you can actually see the strike coming. There's an audible siren, and it destroys the environment. It's very, very interactive, a very cool feature. The sandstorm, the idea is cool, but it does hinder the core gameplay of PUBG, which I think is not good. It doesn't enhance it. The same thing can be said for the Blizzard Zone, I feel. The idea is cool, but in implementation, I think ultimately it hinders the PUBG experience and does not enhance it. The red zone, terrible, garbage, throw it away. So with that said, the way I feel about the EMP zone is that the idea behind it is cool. The idea behind it is that it shuts off all electronics in the area. Now, if you don't know what the area looks like, I'll show you. I tweeted out a couple things yesterday, the day before. Here's my Twitter. And here. Or not here. Is it here? Hold on. No, that's not the map. There was a picture of the actual map. Shoot. I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. I am kind of prepared. Not really. Here it is. Down here. See down here? Can I zoom in? I can't zoom in. All right. Anyways. Right. And it's right down here. So that little image, that's what the EMP zone will look like on your map of Rondo. So you'll see it on your map. Like, oh, there's an EMP zone in that area. So you could just avoid it. But it also is probable that you will be, you know, into a phase 5, phase 6 gameplay, and it could randomly spawn. Maybe. I don't know. Like we'll get patch notes on Wednesday, but I'm taking it as this is their version of the red zone, which means they will spawn and then go away throughout the match. On the other hand, it could be like on Tego, it spawns in one area and stays there the entire game. So there could be a scenario where it spawns and you never interact with it the entire game. That's a possibility. We just don't know the patch notes yet to know how it interacts with the map. So if it's like Tego, then it may not be that bad because it's avoidable. It doesn't move. It's not dynamic. But if it does randomly spawn and it comes and goes, you know, that could be a problem because it's a lot of RNG. And on top of that, again, going back to the idea of it, I think the idea is cool. Because you basically, when they give this message, trust your skills, kind of like your raw skills, that's actually pretty accurate for what the experience should be. Basically, you're not going to be able to use any vehicles, right? So no crazy vehicle rotations. You can't leave an area very quickly. You can't crash a compound very quickly. Everything would be strategic, slow down. You have to use smoke grenades, you know, kind of advance. Your vehicle's going to shut down. Your scopes are going to be hurt, which I don't know how this is going to play out. And the little teaser trailer, they show the holographic sight loses its light up. So you can assume it's going to work on all of the scopes. Like your red dot's going to go away. Your 4x ACOG is going to go away. Your 8x is going to go away. You know, if all of them go away and you got just a blank circle you're dealing with, that's going to be a problem. You know, I don't know how that's going to impact the gameplay, but we'll see. The escalator thing, this shutting down, I never even knew this was a thing. Like I know they had them in the city, like the little bridges. I never knew you could like get across a bridge with it though. That's kind of cool. So those will be shut down. I don't think anyone's going to even notice that, to be honest. Then the revive station is shut down. Why? Why is the revive station getting yet another RNG addition? I don't know. It's the worst idea ever. Like the revive in this game is already pathetically underwhelming. The blue chip system was the best foot forward to getting us to a good revive system. And now they're adding another RNG mechanic that you have to work around and defeat. And maybe it's unavoidable and you can't even defeat it. And you can't even revive your partner back into the game. You know, like I don't like that at all. Not one bit. It's not fun. It's not a cool mechanic. That's not good at all. Not good. Then what else are they going to take away? Is that it? So cars, scopes, escalators, revive. What else? Oh, in the little posting of PUBG's Twitter, this is kind of interesting. In the posting for PUBG's Twitter, look at this. They said your scopes, your tactical gears, and the vehicles won't be able to help you or your enemies here. Tactical gears, which we all know have been removed from the game for a while. But you can tell this was one of their ideas. Probably they've been cooking this up for a while to add back the tactical gears or to add a way to balance out tactical gears when they were still in the game. So when this gets added, depending on how the EMP zone is received, I would not be surprised if tactical gear gets added back with these kind of things. What about zip lines? Could you still zoom up buildings? Yes. Yeah, because that wouldn't be like electronics. That would be like just a physical little zzz. So I imagine that would all be okay. That's my opinion anyway. Yeah, the RNG, where it spawns would be difficult to navigate, and it could be 100% change the fairness and how it could dictate who wins. Agreed. Agreed. Yeah. UAZ is coming out. Oh no, UAZ is coming out this week, 27.2. So this Wednesday, we get the new market system with the new crates, tier 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I was getting flamed in the YouTube comments about this. In the tier 1, 2, 3 system for the market crates, that's where the Pillar AI are going to be defending. They have different tiers on the map. There's tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 locations on the map. Those tiered locations are directly correlated to these levels of the pillar boxes. So this is a tier 3, which has level 3 gear and weapons. Tier 2 is the slightly smaller one here, Roman numeral 2. And then tier 1 is going to be this guy, Roman numeral 1. I was getting flamed in the YouTube comments because I didn't put 2 and 2 together in the video. Like, CDome, it says right there, Roman numeral 1, 2, and 3. And I was like, oh, okay, my bad. But the reason why I thought that was because the actual logo for the Pillar AI faction is Roman numeral 2. This is the actual logo, Roman numeral 2. So I got all Roman numeraled confused. That's my bad. Clarification on that. But yeah, so I think the EMP zone, the thought of it being like only raw skill counts, that sounds good. It sounds like, if anything, they're removing the opportunity for gimmicks to be used in that area. However, if it itself is RNG and come and goes, you could imagine a situation where you're taking a hilltop location. You and your squad drive your vehicle to the hilltop location. You got a BRDM, whatever. You take the hilltop, the superior location for your given zone. You're dominating up there. RNG, the zone shifts to the city. You have to leave your hill, but also RNG, the EMP zone spawns on you. You can no longer take your vehicle in. You have to go on foot. You're caught out in the open. You're dead. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying, if that's how it works, that's a situation that could occur. That would not be raw skill, in my opinion. Yes, that's a great point. You took all the time to get a gas can. You took the time to find a glider. You're gliding that bad boy, EMP zone, and you freaking go down. Now, again, we're kind of just spitballing here. We don't know all the details. Maybe it kills your glider's engine and you can glide it out of the EMP zone and then come back online. You might be okay there, but we don't know. I thought that my boy Hambino had a really good point. Very missed opportunity by PUBG to just add an EMP grenade. Now RNG will determine your ability to utilize core items. That's a great point. It's a great point. Why not just have an EMP grenade that's like a 50-meter radius, lasts for 30 seconds, something like that, Grenade out, bzz, it shuts down all EMP or all electronics, 50-meter radius for 30 seconds, something like that. Why not be a player-controlled item? It's a good point. It's a really, really good point, because right now the way it's going to be is everybody in like a 1,000-meter radius, everybody EMP shut down. And if it randomly comes and goes, then you got to deal with the RNG of it randomly coming and going. If it's stationary and it just spawns at the start of the game, that's better, because then it's like, okay, well now, hey, we know to avoid that area, obviously. And if its circle closes into that direction, we can kind of prepare for it a bit. We can think about our tactics on what we're going to do and how we're going to get into that area, and then play it out from there. I will also cause Bob's rock hardness to go. Oh, it will call. Oh yeah. Bob is I didn't even bring this up Friday when Bob and I were doing duos, about like the market system and stuff, because I didn't want to ruin his mood. I didn't even want to bring it up to him. I already knew what he was going to say. The zone is probably fun and different. That's a great way to look at it. I hope it is the case. I do hope that this provides a new and fun way to interact with the battlegrounds. I do. However, when I see things like revive stations being canceled, that's like the best thing PUBG has added in the past 2 years to PUBG. Being able to revive your teammate, even though it's terrible in its current state. The system is garbage. Even though it's still the best thing in the past 2 years. And now they've added another RNG element that you have to deal with. That's going to take it away, maybe. Yeah, I saw a lot of comments about that. Hey guys, don't worry. The blue zone, the EMP zone is going to stop all the cheaters too. Look, the way I feel about cheaters, chat, is the way all you should feel about cheaters. They suck. They should be eliminated from the game permanently banned, hardware banned, IP address banned. But guess what? When a game is free to play, they're always going to be there. It's always going to be a recurring thing. You shouldn't be surprised by it. Should you not get mad at or upset at it? No, of course. Yeah. I mean, get upset, get pissed, whatever. But, you know, also understand that every game is going to have cheaters. No matter what game you play, it will have it. The more popular a game is, the more popular the cheaters are going to be for it. And the better that the anti-cheat gets just means that the cheaters, the cheat developers, have to work a little bit harder to create better cheats. It's a revolving door. It'll never be like, I'm never getting killed by a cheater again. That's not how it's going to be. Yeah, it's on Rondo only. EMP Zone is Rondo only. It won't affect thermals. Unless they bring thermals to Rondo.